German? Since Michael exists in English, everybody says Michael. The Russians say it closely. They say Michael. That's what the Russians say, but it's Michael. Michael
Kiske.
Yeah. I don't think it's meant to be ice. I think he just we actually wanted the U to be on fire too there, but they didn't like it. I loved it. I would not have even made the logo blue. I would have made it red or something. I think it's all too blue, but they liked it that way, and that's why the U turned out blue. But it's not meant to be ice really. It's just a color that I'd fire. Definitely.
Okay, answer the same thing.
Yeah. I'm definitely on fire. Always am. Sometimes too much. It's actually, I had the idea for this song when I saw an Indian father being interviewed. It's like how certain countries, where they have like very inhuman traditions towards women, that they're not really individuals, it's like the father decides who they marry, stuff, and it was a father, and I saw that on TV. He said, I tell her, I have decided who she will marry. She was about 11, 10 or something, and if she starts to talk about love, I kill her with my hands. And I thought, it's unbelievable that a father can talk like that about his daughter, Just it's not love; it's something else. You have that in Islamic countries that we have, like even in Germany, that certain Muslims kill their sisters or the brothers kill their sisters because they don't respect the tradition that they decide who they're going to marry, and they just marry the one they love, which they should, and then they kill them and stuff. It's about. I find it very. I respect cultures, but I don't respect inhumanity in any way. And I don't care about traditions that kill women or discriminate women or whatever. I don't care. And it hurt me. It really hurt me that a father can talk like that. And that's that. It's one line, it's like in the verse that writes about it. It's from the female perspective a little bit. But that's what it's about.
So it's a very personal song.
Yeah. I think so. Not as much anymore. Unisonic is the main thing now. But I do have a contract running. I have to do another one. Even though I have no head for it, I have to do another one this year. I will be doing it with a friend of mine. We will be writing some nice tunes, and I will try to record them live. So it's quicker, and it has a live feel to it. There might be another Place Vendôme next year, because next year it's going to be more gamma ray. We will have 1 year this, 1 year that. And when I have spare time, I might be doing. I will try to do as much as I can. Because you don't know how long you can do this, I like them all for what they were. Yeah, I was just fooling around with stuff. And I got a bit tired of it after a while, to do everything on my own. But it's like the solo records. Here in Unisonic, I'm just one member. My creative input is not huge. I have my input here and there, but on my solo records, I can do whatever I want. Very nice. Adrian is a very nice guy. Very easygoing, sweet, smart. It was a good time. It was. I remember that I rented a farmhouse just for the record. I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers doing that, renting a house, setting everything up, and I rented somewhere near Bremen. I rented a farmhouse for 3 months. I set all up there, and that's where we recorded it. No, not at all anymore. No, I don't know. Because I'm no longer with Sanctuary. Sanctuary don't exist anymore, the management. Through that, Rob Smallwood, the manager of Iron Maiden, he used to manage me too. I had this connection. I'm probably going to meet him again one day in a tour again. wouldn't fit that band as a person. I like the guys, you know, we had the same management, we know each other and stuff. But it's like, it's a British band. I mean, you know how people are. I mean, it's like, they would never take a German singer. I mean, they're very nationalistic. The fans wouldn't accept it. And I think it was actually one French journalist that told me that he had an interview with Steve Harris. And he said that Steve Harris said something that I was one of the three he could imagine. I don't know if that's true. It's like when that comes up, I always tell the story because that's all I know. That I think it was a French interview who had an interview before with Steve Harris. I don't know if that's true. You got to ask Steve Harris about it. But I don't think they would consider it because it is kind of difficult with some countries. Germany is not very nationalistic anymore since our history. That's kind of a thing. Nobody really goes for national. I mean, some idiots do, but it's like the majority doesn't give a damn anymore about that stuff. But English is different. English is very nationalistic, and they wouldn't accept the German singer. I don't think so. To be finished. It was too tight. It's like now that you have a label that's really passionate about it, which is great. They do have a schedule. They do have deadlines and stuff. I don't like. I like to take my time. Maybe too much, I don't know, but it's like, I'm happy that it's over because the most fun really is live playing in a rehearsal room and stuff. Record production is work. I didn't have to do anything, that's a good thing. I got a management now with Bottom Row. They do take care of that stuff.
Okay.
So they just played some songs to them and they wanted to do it. And they're really good. I mean, they're really doing something. Now that records not sell as much anymore. You don't have many labels handling bands like they used to. Usually they're afraid of spending money, but Adel and Air Music are totally different. They really have ideas. We want to do this and that. They do video and stuff, and they don't save money. They really believe in this band, which is it's a nice experience to have that again, after so many years actually nobody taking care of anything, Oh yeah. Well, in Helloween we were signed to Noise, and they screwed pretty much every band they had financially. It was a very sick situation. We were selling millions of records. We were on tour, and venues were sold out. It's like, we were successful, but still we were going in minus, in the debts, because it's like we had a shitty contract. Like, let's put it 80-20, 20 for the band, and from the 20% they even stole 80%.
Oh, really?
And we had to pay for everything, and that's why we went in the minus, and that's how we noticed something's going wrong. We were totally screwed by Noise. I don't like it very much because the time sucks. And when Kai left the band, I support anything the band wants to do, right? And I also like Chameleon from the Material and stuff, but it wasn't really a band anymore. We were not functioning anymore. When Kai was in the band, everything was working. The chemistry was right. When he was out, nothing was working anymore. It was just fights and arguments, and it was not. There's some good songs on it.
Kids of the Century.
Kids of the Century. There's some nice tunes on it. Also on Chameleon. There are some nice tunes on it, but it was just not the same anymore. But that's what happens, when you change the personal of a band. It's always dangerous. Different chemistry. No, I met Marcus. We were cool.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it was okay. There was no tension or anything. I don't.
No.
No, I'm trying to avoid all that. I don't read interviews or anything. It doesn't help, you know. I'm happy when I just get information by the others. They just tell me, oh, this was good, oh, and that's enough, you know.
Because you do music for youth.
Yeah, you have to. If you're not excited about it, it's not real, you know. I like it when people like it, and I hate it when people hate it, but I don't want this to influence me, you know. I just hate the business side. I honestly think it's the biggest problem for music. You have to make money. Record companies have to make money. It's natural. You have to make money. We have to pay our bills. It's a necessary thing. But in terms of music, it's difficult when you get controlled, you know, by record companies or even fans. Even though I understand when fans are disappointed or whatever, and they like this record and the new one sounds different. I understand it. I'm the same. You know, when I buy a new U2 record, for instance, or whatever, and I don't like it, and of course, that's how we are. You know, we have our own taste and stuff. But in terms of creativity, it has become really difficult to be free as a musician because everybody's trying to control it. It's a constant fight, and I think it's worth doing it. Business is important. You know, it has to happen. I'm happy that other people take care of it, but in music, you gotta keep yourself free from it as much as you can. I was, for a long time, when I got out of Helloween, for a long time, I was not paying a lot of attention on the music scene. It was taking almost 17 years pretty much off. I did some records, you know, but in between it was like 4 years or something. I was reading books. I was studying. It was like I was really hungry. I read all the major German philosophers. I mean, the idealistic phase, like when there's nothing interesting happening now. It was like in the 18th century or the 19th century, there were like interesting thinkers and philosophers and stuff. I was reading them. I was dealing with religions. Spiritual stuff, science, nature science, and all that stuff. I was really hungry for that. I was paying much more attention to that, but that's kind of enough now. I've like spent a fortune on books, and now when I'm not making music, I either do some singing anyway, you know, because I really enjoy it again. Or I play PlayStation. I love racing games. Like Formula One or rally games. I mean, like a child, I have like a racing seat where you can place the wheel and stuff. Because like, you gotta have the right position and everything, like Formula One but not only PlayStation, also the PC is connected to an ACD, and I have like surround sound and stuff. So it's like it has a better picture quality. And it's like usually racing games. Actually, Toby from Avantasia made me buy FIFA 2011 or whatever, but we never played. You know, I wanted to play with him. He's not really a gamer. He has the PlayStation there, and when you have added someone as your friend, I mean, you have a PlayStation, you can see when was the last time he played. It's like a year he didn't turn it on. I gotta get him to play it with me. You gotta spend some time on soccer games, otherwise it's too complicated. I'd love to play with him, but he didn't yet. Team?
Yeah.
I don't have one. It's like I usually watch the European Championship and the World Championship, and then I'm for the German team, of course. I like Schweinsteiger. I think he what's his name? He's from Poland.
Podolski?
Yeah. Sometimes he has strong moments, controls the game. I really like countries for what they are. I like culture. And I like it when countries have identity. Like France, for instance, has strong identity. America has its own kind of vibe. I really like. There are not many countries. There's not a country I can remember that I didn't like. America was exciting because I don't know how it is now. I haven't been there for a long time. I have been told it has changed a lot, you know. But I was there the last time, was '96, I think, in the US, for a video. But it was great then. So the exciting thing is when you travel through the country, everything changes. It's like the different states, totally different mentality and stuff. I cannot speak any French. It's like in school when we had to you got to tell me something, then I can repeat it. But it's like I had just English and English as two classes. It's like higher English and normal English. Kai speaks a bit.
Yeah.
He does a bit. He was actually talking to the cab driver.
Maybe you can repeat after me.
Yeah.
Je m'appelle Michael Kiske.
I doubt it I can do it.
Je m'appelle Michael Kiske. Je m'appelle Michael Kiske.
Michael Kiske.
Et je chante pour Unisonic.
And what am I saying then?
It's just I sing for Unisonic.
Okay.
Je chante pour Unisonic.
I don't think I can do it.
Ah, that's
I'm
easy.
I'm too bad.
Je chante pour That's easy. It's like poor, but poor. Pour Unisonic.
Unisonic.
Je chante pour Unisonic. Go.
Again.
Je chante pour Unisonic.
Je
chante
pour
Unisonic.
Unisonic.
Try to repeat it.
Je. See, it's gone already. Second part. A gentleman, honest. Honest, polite, but honest. That's the thing. To me, doesn't matter what you wear. You can be a freak. I like freaks. I don't care. But you gotta be honest. Good-hearted. That's a gentleman.